Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bungle Collects. It's a brand new year, it's a brand new series. I'm Bungle.
I'm Lady M.
And we're going to be going through £250 worth of 50 pences to try and find the rare and valuable ones, the ones that you can find in your change, hopefully the ones that are worth more than the face value that's printed on them. And new year, new books, we want to find one of every single commemorative you can find in your change. So I'm going to very quickly pick one of these bags because they've got the same date on, 18th of the 11th, 24. They're both from the NatWest Recyclable Cash Centre. They're marked 1 and 2 because these were on there. We were going to use these on a members stream and Mr. Green picked a different bag. So I'm going to pick bag number 1, Lady M, because I am the current reigning champion, double reigning champion, Lady M, of Bungle Collectors last year. Not only did I get the closest to filling my book, I also won the Benjamin Bunny Challenge. So I'm going to open these up, and then I'm just going to spend a minute or so just to tell you what we're all about. So we'll get this cut open.
Come on.
Oh, no, we won't.
That's interesting.
We'll have it. Oh dear. Now we'll cut it open. Oh dear, yes, so there's the bag, we've got a groove jet and spiller. Oh dear. Well, that's not so bad. So while if you try and sort that out, Lady M, to get into some kind of order, I can explain what we're all about. So, we're going to upload 2 episodes a week. The first episode comes on a Tuesday, and this is for my book. So I'm going to try and fill my book, and then every Thursday we'll be trying to fill Lady M's book. Now, people have asked me how I set the book up, so this is an ideal opportunity just to spend a minute or so to tell you how I indeed set it up, because I get a little bit of artistic license on it. So first and foremost, the album. So this is from Collector, so Collector Shop, I think it's called, collectorshop.co.uk. It's not a paid service. It's not sponsored. I just got this one. A Lady M picked this colour. I normally get them from a UK coin hunt, but I got a black one, and Lady M picked black this year. So, small album. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12 on a page, and we've got these little inserts in them. This is my book. It's got my face on them. We've got these custom made from Katie Jones. I don't think she does them anymore, but you can get them from UK Coin Hunt and various other bits and various other places. Not necessarily customizable, but anyhow. So they're basically in date order. So starting in 1998 with the first commemorative 50p, the UK's entry into the EEC, the one with the stars on it, and then it just works all the way through. So they are in order that they were circulated, and I go off the Royal Mint website, because if you go on there, you'll find every 50p that was ever circulated, all the mintage figures, so they list them in order. But I say I do have a little bit of artistic license a little bit later on, but they're pretty much straightforward. It's all the commemoratives, and I include a 2008 Britannia because that was the definitive design, so not commemorating anything, but it was the definitive design in 1997. And
When?
1997, that's when the small 50p came out. It was actually from 1969, but in 1997 it went to the smaller 50p. So that was the definitive, the Britannia.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I keep the 2008 because that's the lowest mintage. So that's why that one's in there in the 2008. Some people might have a 1997 and have it first. I have it there because it's the lowest minted of the Britannias. I then put the Olympics in. So I put the Olympics in alphabetical order. Some people might put the WWF first for 2011 because that was that coin, but I don't. I put them in here, and it's because of the way it fits in the album. So WWF there, it means the Olympics starting here. It just feels a bit off to me. So I put them in alphabetical order as they go through. And then WWF fits nicely in there, so it finishes off that row. Then straightforward 2013 on for a little bit. Now the 2016, again, probably a little bit of artistic licensing, because I don't know exactly when these are in the exact order that Battle of Hastings and Team GB were released, along with the Potters, but them two fit in there for 16. It means I can start a new page with the Beatrix Potter anniversary. So then you start with the 2016 Potters. Then I put the 2017 Shield in, so the definitive design in 2008 changed to the Shield, and the lowest mintage is 2017, so that's why that's in there. And that then means that covers off that. There's a little bit of a break between the Potters, cuts that off, and then I've got the Potters from 2017, and then I put the representation of the Peacock, the People Act in 2018, because that finishes that row off along with that Isaac Newton of 17, so that I can then start with the Potters start at the top there. So rather than kind of stopping and starting with the Potters, I've got a bit of additional smeg in there. And again, I then put the after the Potters, I've got the Paddingtons, and that's because they're above the 2019, so you kind of get a little bit of a square of Paddington, so they're not necessarily in the right order. But hey ho, push these down a little bit. Then we get to 2020 and 2022, so then I run out of inserts. So Katie Jones did these for us in 2020, and I haven't had any since 2020. And then I didn't want to replace the whole set because there hasn't been that many that are circulated. So I had some old inserts that I got back in the day from Raftree with Bungle Collections. I brought Pride in there for the Pride 50p, and I've put that in there, the Pride. I think the Jubilee came out first, Lady M. But I've put it up here because we like the Triple Crown. So I've put all three of the royal coins together. Not sure. I think Memorial spelt right because I asked Alexa. But Coronation, not sure. And Lady M spelt it different. I've spent it as you see, but never mind. And then we've got a Plum Find. The Plum Find this year has got to be the Salmon, hasn't it? It's the lowest minted 50p. 200,000 in circulation. So I've improvised a little bit with the inserts there. So that's it. That's the album. This is from a collector. Usually get them from UK Coin Hunt. Get the little inserts. Get them off the Royal Mint website. I also use an app called Check Your Change. It costs you £10 a year if you want the valuations of the coins as well. They've got them in order for you, and that's it. Away we go. We're away, Lady M.
Okay.
Yeah, 2025. Let's see whether I can retain. Oh, that's a cracking start. See if I can retain the crown. So this isn't a UK commemorative at all. In fact, it's not even a UK coin. It's the definitive coin from the Isle of Man, and it's got Milner's Tower on it. And it stands out because it shouldn't be in UK circulation, because it's from the Isle of Man, even though they do use 50p and the same change as the UK, same denominations, but it's really shiny. 2016, that's nice, that. Starting off with the territories, because I do keep the territories in the book as well. A little bit of a fun fact for those that don't know, the Isle of Man have little die marks on their coins up to a certain point. I think they stopped doing it in 2017-ish. But can you just see here, it's a nasty nail, but to the left-hand side of the 50, there's two little marks there, and that's an A. Is it an A and a B? Yes, that's A and a B. So this was the die that stamps the coin. They mark them so they have an idea of how many go into circulation. And that was die AB. Starts with AA, then AB, and then I assume BB and so on. Till they run off.
So there's your first commemorative. That's the Jubilee.
Lovely. Wow, have you seen the other side?
Nope.
Oh, imagine starting off with the Kew Gardens. Go on there. That's my book as well. Go on, my lady. Let's have a queue. It's not. It's a Commonwealth Games from Glasgow. So that picture on the Queen's side, that portrait, I should say, is only shown on 3 coins in UK circulation. One of them is the most valuable of all, the Kew Gardens. Second rarest now, but hey ho. So we've got what we're off with then. We've got two commemoratives for the book, Lady Emma.
Yep.
Thank you very much. A long way to go, but it will, as always, end in a crescendo on New Year's Eve, where we'll do a mega coin hunt right at the end of the year to have a chance of filling it, or a final chance of filling it if we don't do so already. And bloody hell, did I come close last year, Lady M?
You did.
To completely fill in the book. And between us, we found every single, that's a representation of the people up there. That's a common one. Pride. So between us, we found one of every single one, including the Kew Gardens, including the salmon, including the football, which is the rarest and most valuable Olympic. Everything except for hockey. That's Tom Kitten. So we got very, very, very close. And as it happens, this bag and the next bag are overspill from last year. So I got these coins last year because we needed to get them in advance so we could film after our mega live stream. And we also did a members live stream as well. And because with it being New Year and things like that, the bank's not as open as often and it's not as easy to get to the banks and things. So I've got a couple of bags extra in advance. So technically, these bags are overspill from last year. So if there's a hockey in here, well, one, I'll be delighted because it means I've got it ticked off early. But I'll also be a little bit gutted because it will mean that I could have had the chance, if I'd selected the right bag, to actually, that's a coronation, I could have actually completed between us. You know, because you got a couple of extras, didn't you? So we could do some horse training, trading. If we get any duplicate coins, so if I find a coin that Lady M doesn't need, does need, and I've already got it, then I keep it in my book so we can do a few swaps at the end of the year. So I needed 3 in total. Lady M had 2 spares, but she didn't have a hockey. Neither of us had a hockey. So, how are you feeling, Lady M?
Yeah, all good.
Right.
I'm just concentrating because, of course, I've got to look for the 2008.
Oh, you may looking at the Britannias.
I nearly said to you.
Oh dear.
Victoria across the medals.
I forget that. So I do look for the shields that are definitive. I might just have to rely on you, Lady M, to find the Britannia because I'm just not very good at. There's another Tom kitten. I'm not. Might be a bit. Might have zoomed in a bit too much there, Lady M. You might have been ghost hunting rather than coin hunting. I've zoomed in a little bit much. Sorry if you didn't see Lady M's skills there. What was I saying? Yes, so we look on the Shield 50p. So there's a few years that were released in commemorative packs only and not into circulation. So we look for the years on them to see. Oh, there we are. Nice. To see if you've got an NIFC and not intended for circulation. But the Britannias, I don't tend to look at the years. I just see if it's a Britannia and flick it over. And I fell for that last year, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. You'll find me one, Lady M. Right, we've got the low minted Shield 2017. Just 1.8 million of these were minted. Not particularly scarce though. A little bit over face value, but that will go down there because that will go into the album. Won't be the last time we find that this year, that's for sure. There's Brexit. So we're getting a few of the more common commemoratives out of the way early, which can be a little bit expensive, but it's nice to get the what's the best way of there's a public libraries.
There's diversity.
What do people call the common ones? It's like a term. Basics. No. Get the Billy Basics, the ones that are just worth 50p, out the way early. Get the book full. I'll start to get it to bulge before we start to find the more rarer ones. So how optimistic are you feeling then, Lady M, this year? Will you dethrone me?
Oh, who knows? Too early to say.
Well, I know it's too early to say. It's the first episode, love. Yeah. But what's your feelings? How you thinking? What's your predictions?
I don't know. Too early in the morning to be thinking about that.
It's not that early. I just in a granny grump. Is that what it is?
I'm tired, yeah.
Right. I kind of got the impression you're a little bit granny grumpy, a little bit tired. I'm putting it down to, there's a Battle of Hastings. I'm putting it down to maybe New Year hangover, and I don't mean the drink, I just mean the victory. I mean, I've been pretty magnanimous, to be honest. I barely mentioned the fact that I won last year's challenge.
Paddington it there. So what?
And that I'm the reigning champion. And that I won the double, because if we do find any Benjamin bunnies that go in our pigs, and we add them up at the end of the year as well, I also won that challenge. So I'm like the double winner. You know, there should be like an extra prize really for winning both, but there isn't. I'll just have to take the glory. So is it a hangover from that?
No.
You sure?
Supposed to.
Have I just spoken too much? Because I've done a lot of talking in this episode, haven't I? I have set the scene.
Yeah.
Is that too much talking?
Yeah.
Right. Do I need to be quiet then?
No.
It's nearly over this episode.
I know. Just don't expect me to be fully motor mouth like you.
Joking, are you? If there's anybody new watching, they won't know that I can barely get a word in edgeways normally. So while Lady M's doing the last bag, I'm just going to show you, if we do find any Benjamin, if I find a Benjamin bunny, it'll go into my pig. My pig's called Jack, as in jackpot. Jackpot, can't get my words out. And you will note there's a little extra on there, the winner for 2024, because our Jack was the pig that was bulging the most in terms of bunnies. Lady M has Lady P, any Benjamin bunnies, because Benjamin bunnies is the most common. Oh, excellent. There you go. Is the most common commemorative. And you go, we're checking for rotation here. Yeah. No,
You
so
wanna
just,
do those things?
No, I'm just explaining. Like I say. There we go. So right on cue, the old bunny appears. So yes, it's the most common commemorative of the Benjamin bunny. So to make it a bit interesting, if we find one, we put them in our pigs and add them up at the end of the year. And we also have Harry Ham as well. He's our official adjudicator. He's a subscriber and a member and a watcher of the channel. He keeps a running total, so then on New Year's Eve he predicts how many we're going to get. Next year, though, or this year, Harry, though, you need to give us a chance to guess first, because Harry went in and he was bang on with how many we had in each pig. Yeah. We need to give us a chance to have a guess, but it's immaterial because Jackpot was the winner this year. So I think that's everything. I've showed you the book. I've told you what we're doing. I've told you about the Benjamin Bunny Challenge. I've told you that I am the current winner, and I think I think it's a pretty comprehensive episode, a full explainer of what we'll do in this series. Right, we need to get this in the book then, lady. Shall we do the biz?
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Tell you what, do you want to? Because I'll be the only one. Do you want to give me the minute? That's right. Okay. So what's that? Libraries. Third. Library face. You don't realise how the libraries how it was only the third. What do we call it? Third circulating commemorative. I think that's next. Oh no. So we're going all the way to 15 maybe. I don't suppose it matters. Just put them in. Just put them in as you find them. No, that's the. 14. It's hidden on the unverse in the I've written on one as well. Put the battle bit in the put in the battle bit as well. It was Battle of Hastings. That's the wrong coin. Oops. Right, okay. So Glasgow 2014. Thank you. I might even pull off so you can look. I have to write the line. You try to give me in annual order in order as you can. Especially with the Victoria Cross, the medals there. That's something right in the front. Should you put the shield in that way or that way? What do you think? I don't know, so I'm asking you. I'm never asking you. That way, shield way. Victoria Cross medals. Okay, where we go next? 17s and kitten. People up, 9 million of them. Paddington at the tower. 9,001,000. Same minutes as the cathedral. Whichever one of them two. Brexit I've got first. 10 million of them. Just over, I think, 10 million and 1,000 or something like that. Diversity, I think it's 10.3, I can't quite remember. Certainly how I meant to do with the pride. We're at the bottom row completed already. Thank you. What's next? Oh, do we? Oh, no, I thought we completed the triple crown there in the first episode. We haven't. Coronation, so this is my. I assume you're spelling the right, mine won't be, so. I don't think it is, I think I might. Alright. Well, at least it's out the way early doors. Alright, that's all. Fair dues. Okay.
Right, so we've got, hope you enjoyed some chipmunk talking there while I sped it up a little bit. So that's going to be the plum. So it's a commemorative. It's not a commemorative. It's not a UK coin, but it's the Milner's Tower. It's in nice condition. And where am I going to put? Because I ended up moving them around quite a bit last year. So you could put the oddities and things in there. I might, you know what? I think I'm going to put the territories in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build the territories from the bottom up. That's what it's going to be. So we're going to have a doodah. So let's have a review. Then that was the plum find, the best find. Value probably is a little bit over face value maybe, but just because it's not as easy to find because we're in the UK. That was the only double, Tom Kitten. Let's see what we've got. So we got libraries. We got the Victoria Cross, the medals. So they're both just face value. No Olympic coins. We got the Commonwealth Games for Glasgow and the Battle of Hastings. Again, they're just 50p's worth. The shield can be a little bit more, but basically face value. Tom Kitten's only face value 50p. Certainly the People Act as well. Really high mintage. Paddington get a little bit more than 50p, but only if you maybe is doing it as a little bit of a set. So Paddington, we've got Brexit, we've got Diversity and Pride. We've got the Memorial coin. No, we haven't. We've got the Jubilee coin and we've got the Coronation coin as well. Once we get the Memorial, we'll have all three Royal 50p's and what we like to call the Triple Crown. So yeah, Milner's Tower's the plum. Not a bad start to the first episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and do tune in for the next episode where Lady M will get her first opportunity to start filling up her book. Right, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.